Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the last day of the Spring into Simple Challenge. It's day 14. This is the last day. We've made it. If you're still with me, you should feel really proud of yourself because it takes a lot to commit to something for 2 weeks and following through and doing it. So I'm proud of you and you should be proud of yourself. And hopefully you're seeing results from all the time and effort you've put in and feel good about the progress you're made and are seeing a little less clutter in your house and maybe your house a little easier to manage. So I'm proud of you and I'm excited. I'm glad we made it. And today we're actually going to finish the challenge in a really fun way to kind of show you how far you've come over the last 14 days of decluttering. So we're going to finish the same way we started with a whole house clutter sweep. And the reason we're doing this is because decluttering is a skill you get better at the more you do it. I talked about how we have decluttering muscles, and the more you work them out, the stronger they get. So that's how decluttering works. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, the more you see the benefits of having less clutter, the more that encourages you to keep going. You get better at spotting clutter, you get more confident in your decisions to let things go, you just feel more in control of it rather than the stuff controlling you. And so it's really fun to see how this challenge felt on day 1 versus how it feels on day 14, just to see the difference. So again, we're gonna grab a box or a laundry basket and we're gonna quickly walk through the whole house looking for anything and everything that's clutter, that you don't need, that you don't use, that you don't love. And so this might be stuff that, it could be things that you thought you loved and used on day 1, but now you've realized, no, maybe I actually don't need those things. It just might be you feeling braver and more confident to let things go and not worry about it so much. You might be better at spotting clutter. Like you might notice clutter that you were kind of clutter blind to before and you didn't even notice it the first time. It might be new things that have come into the house over 2 weeks, or it just might be things that you just feel ready to let go of, that you weren't ready to let go of the first time. So go through your whole house just like we did on day 1, looking for clutter. If your surface is like the surface clutter is fairly okay at this point, you might even want to start opening a few cupboards or closets or looking for things on shelves or that kind of thing. Like go a little bit deeper. Maybe we're not going to unload the whole cupboard. We're just going to quickly look through it and look for any clutter that jumps out to us right away. So this is a way to, go a little bit deeper while still keeping it looking for that easier clutter to get rid of, and just notice how it feels. Does it feel a little easier this time? Does it feel, maybe on day 1 it felt kind of challenging to let go of some of this stuff, and maybe now you're picking stuff out like nobody's business because it feels a little bit easier. You feel more confident in yourself and you know that getting rid of this clutter, you haven't missed it over 2 weeks, your home feels better without it, and you just feel a little more motivated to do it this time. So that's the challenge for today. We're going to spend 15 to 30 minutes, go all over your house wherever you want to. You can go a little bit deeper, like I said, and open some of those closets and cupboards. But the main point is just to have fun with it, just to kind of celebrate how far you've come and the work you've put in and notice the results just in 2 weeks of how much easier decluttering can become. So that's what we're going to work on today. It's just a fun way to finish the challenge and just kind of celebrate the progress you've made and celebrate the work you've done so far. So I've also want to talk about something else fun to kind of celebrate the end of the challenge. So if you read today's email, you saw that my complete decluttering guide, which is called Your Clutter-Free Home, I am offering it on a little discount exclusively for Spring into Simple participants. So you can use the code Spring into Simple 2023, all one word, all capitals, to get it for just $20. So that's just kind of my way to celebrate with you and offer you something to help you keep going as we reach the end of the challenge. Because really your clutter-free home, the decluttering guide, is a natural extension of this challenge. The good and bad thing about a challenge like this is you really build up some motivation, you make progress, you get kind of the ball rolling, things are happening, you feel motivated to keep going, and then the challenge ends. And it can sometimes leave you kind of hanging, like you had all this guidance and this community and we were all doing it together and we had specific tasks each day, And then what? When it ends, where do you go from there? So that's exactly where your clutter-free home will kind of jump in and keep you going. It's set up very similar to how we do this challenge. It's full of decluttering checklists for every room of your home. And what it does is it breaks each room down into little manageable decluttering projects that you can tackle one at a time in the same way we did in the challenge. So, instead of tackling your whole kitchen and feeling overwhelmed, it breaks it down into little categories that you can do one at a time so they feel less stressful, more manageable, and just kind of in that way that keeps you going as well. And another great thing is the checklists make it really easy to dive in and do a little bit of decluttering. Let's say you have 10 or 15 minutes, you can do one little part of the checklist, and then the next time you start decluttering, you can dive right back in, right where to start, right where to pick up where you left off, because you have this checklist to follow. So it's a really great way to structure decluttering. And I personally, when I declutter my own house, I use checklists because they keep me focused. They stop me from bouncing around, doing this project, then that project, this project, then that project. So they keep me focused. They help me just do it in little spurts of time, pick up where I left off, not get overwhelmed. No, it will all get done eventually. I just have to, make it through my list, that kind of thing. And it also helps me avoid taking on a huge project all at once and then kind of burning out in the middle of it, regretting it, and just burning myself out and being left with a bigger mess than I started with. So it guides you, it keeps you focused, it takes the stress away, it keeps it manageable, it keeps your momentum going, it tells you what to do next, because I know that's another big thing I hear often is I like having someone to tell me what to do next. And I think we're all like that in some way. It's nice when you have someone to guide you so that you don't have to think about what should I do next? What projects should I tackle? What projects shouldn't I tackle? What order should I do them in? So your clutter-free home kind of answers all of those questions. And also the first half of your clutter-free home includes a whole bunch of resources as well to help you learn to declutter with confidence and have confidence in your decluttering decisions, and really gain a lot of clarity about how to declutter, the things you can do to make it easier, the common mistakes you might want to avoid, little tips and tricks and hacks to make it easier. So it's really a complete decluttering guide. It teaches you how to declutter really well at the beginning, and then gives you these decluttering checklists at the end so that you can actually go through your whole house, do the work, and get it all done. So like I said, if you feel like you're got good momentum going and you're motivated to keep going, this would be a really great resource for you. And you can use code SPRINGINTOSIMPLE2023 to get it for just $20. So, it's not a huge investment, but it will really help you do a lot of decluttering in your home and kind of create that home that you really love, the clutter-free home that you're looking for without the stress or overwhelm to get there. So that's kind of my reward to everyone who makes it to the end of the challenge. That's something I can offer you to help you keep going. Still with my guidance, maybe not quite the same as in the challenge, but still a lot of guidance and a lot of help to help you reach your decluttering goals and get to the end. And then just for fun, I haven't shared a lot about it. It's not really related to this challenge, but I also have a journaling guide called Journaling for Simplicity. So I thought just for fun, I'd put that on sale too. So you can use code SINTOS2023 to get it for just $9.99. So that's just for fun. The journaling guide includes over 50 journaling prompts to help you kind of get some clarity about your goals for simplifying, how you can simplify your life, how you can simplify your home. Just kind of help you gain the clarity so that when you start decluttering, it's a little bit easier. So if journaling is something that you're interested in, it's a really good resource. Lots of journaling prompts in there that can help and work with your decluttering efforts. So that's also linked in the email. So is your clutter-free home. The codes are in the email as well. So I hope those resources will be helpful for you and will kind of give you what you need to keep going and make the most of the progress you've made in the challenge and keep your momentum going. So before I let you go today, I also have one more favor to ask you. In today's email, there's a link to a survey. So I'd love to have your feedback about Spring Into Simple. my goal with this challenge is always to make it as helpful for you as possible. I want you guys to get the most out of it that you possibly can. And I want it to work in a way that works best for you, that lets you get a lot out of it and make it really helpful so that you can declutter your home. So I'd love to have your feedback. I'd love to know what you liked, what you didn't like, what worked, what didn't work, so that in future years I can continue to like customize it and tweak it and make sure that we can, that it's the best that it can be. So if you wouldn't mind spending a few minutes, it's quite a short survey. I think it's just 10 questions. So if you have a few minutes and wouldn't mind giving your feedback about the challenge, I would so appreciate it. Just so I can hear, every year I tweak it a little bit and make it, try to make it exactly what you guys are asking for. So I would love any and all suggestions you have. Don't worry about hurting my feelings. If there's something you didn't like, I'd love to hear about it, because then we can make it better for future years. So if you have a few minutes and wouldn't mind filling out that survey, I would really appreciate that. And then finally, I just want to congratulate you again. Whether you keep going with and get your clutter-free home and continue working through decluttering that way, whether you work through the rest of your house decluttering on your own, whether 2 weeks was enough and you feel good about where you're at and you're stopping there, I just want to congratulate you for making it this far. And also thank you for participating in the challenge. Like, we can see in the Facebook group how many people are working on it and how you guys encourage each other and cheer each other on. And I just think that's so awesome, and I appreciate it so much. The challenge wouldn't be what it is without everyone who participates and in the Facebook group and showing up to the lives and, engaging and helping each other and cheering each other on. So I really want to thank you all for doing that and congratulate you all for making it to the end of the challenge. So even if you missed a few days, you've still made it to the end. It's okay. We are focusing on progress, not perfection. Oh, and I was going to say, every year I see, I check the email open rate, so it tells me how many people open the emails that I send, and every year it's over 50% opening, which is crazy. I think the industry standard is 23% open rate or something. So this tells me that you guys are really committed to this. You guys have done so well. So many people are doing the work and putting in the time to declutter, and I'm so proud of you. So thank you for being here. And thank you for showing up. I'd love to see what you do today for our last day. I'd love to see, your boxes full of clutter that you're confidently ready to let go of. So be sure to share in the group what you're working on. If you have any questions about your clutter-free home or anything about the challenge, just let me know. You can post them in the group, or you can send me an email. My email is melissa@simplelionheartlife.com. Or you can reply to the challenge emails and I'll get that as well. So if you have any questions at all, just let me know. And again, congratulations for making it to the end, and I can't wait to continue decluttering with you guys. All right. Oh, and I was also gonna say, I have April's Facebook Live planned for this week. I want to say it's planned for Wednesday at 10 a.m. So I thought that was kind of nice, because I'll miss these daily little videos we get to do. So I'll be back on Wednesday just to talk about what's new on the blog, what's coming up, some things I've learned over the month. So I will see you back here Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for another little chat. All right, take care and happy decluttering, everybody.